So now we stopped on how we can see how we can make sentences from a table in Njeo ya sasa. So now we can continue and see how we can negate those statements from positive ones to negative ones. We are still in Njeo ya sasa present simple tense. Mtindo wa kukanusha, negative form. This is the way how we can negate positive statements to negative statements. Tukiwa tunakanusha njeo ya sasa, in brackets na tense, tunabadilisha herufi a inayoendelea mwishoni mwa neno. When we are changing positive statements to negative statements, we do change letter N of a word to I, to letter I. If a word only ends with herufi or letter A. But if it doesn't end with letter A, you leave it as it is. Come on. Tukiwa tunaona njeo ya sasa, tunabadilisha herufi a inayoendelea mwishoni mwa neno. So when we are trying to negate positive statements from njeo ya sasa, we just change a word, letter A to E rather to I. And those words which do not have A or which do not end with A, you just leave them as they are. But we change those words which end with letter A to I. So let's look at some of the words that end with some of these vowels or vocal. We have vocal or ilabu, E, I, O, and U. So whenever you find a word is ending with one of these letters, you should not bother to do what? To change. But if you find a word or a verb is ending with letter A, then what should come in your mind is that you have to change that A into I. So let us see, hebu tuone baadhi ya maneno ambayo tunaenda kubadilisha sasa hizi. These are the negative tense markers. Before we see how we can negate, we can first see what are the negative tense markers. You have to know we have positive tense markers. They are called negative pronoun markers and positive pronoun markers. We have number one as mimi, which is ni. Here it is si. I'm not going to explain much because you see how they are varying or going. So we are going tunaenda kuona mifano ya sentensi ambazo tunaweza kuzibadilisha kutoka mtindo wa kukubali mpaka mtindo wa kanusha. We are going to see how we can negate our positive statements from njeo ya sasa to negative statements. That is our table drawn for us. Number one, mimi ninaleta chakula. Mimi sileti chakula. So now here we can see, when we are trying to follow our grammatical agreement or concordance, we can see that as we have earlier, Tate, mimi, ni, it goes with mimi, si. Then here we have mimi sileti chakula. Because I've told you that when you find a word or you find a verb is ending with a, letter A, it has to change to what? To I, so that it can retain its negativity. Therefore here we are going to put C where you see ni and it becomes what? Si. And other verbs, other words like chakula, they are going to remain as they are. So our negative statement will be mimi si leti chakula. This one changes to this one as this one changes to this one. So it will be mimi sileti chakula. Mimi sileti chakula. Mimi sileti chakula. Mimi sileti chakula. Then the translation will be I'm not bringing the food. What shows that it is not, it is ni na. Ni na, I'm not bringing the food. Number 2, wewe unakunywa maji. Wewe unakunywa maji. What does that one mean? What comes in your mind when you hear of this statement? They've told you to put it in negative form. How can you put it there? First of all, you first look for the negative pronoun marker for wewe. And its negative pronoun marker, it will be who, which means you are going to put here who instead of you. It will be who, well, and it will be wewe hunywi maji. We are also changing here a into I according to our rule, how it was stating. So you have to change a to what? To I, and it becomes I. Wewe hunywi maji. Wewe hunywi maji. At the same time, we are losing this ku because this is a monosyllabic verb, and we've said when you are making positive statements, it has to retain who, but when we are making negative statements, it will lose who and it becomes hunywi. But you cannot say wewe hukunywi. No, we say wewe hunywi maji. You are not drinking water. You are not drinking water. Number 3, yeye anapasua kuni. Yeye anapasua kuni. It will be yeye hapasui kuni. Yeye goes with the ha, that's why we are pressing it there. And the verb, since it is ending with the a will change to I and it becomes pasui. Thus, the whole statement will be yeye hapasui kuni. He or she is not splitting firewood. I'm putting the two alternatives so that I can show you what it means. So don't put the all pronouns. Choose one and construct a sentence. Yeah. Let's see number 4. Nyinyi mnaketi hapa. Nyinyi mnaketi hapa. When it comes to change this one, you first remember the grammatical arguments we've been at. When you find it is ending with the a, you do what? You change to I. But when you find other letters are not a, then the letter remains like that or the verb remains like that. But you change the pronoun marker of nyinyi. The pronoun marker of nyinyi in the positive form it is mu, but in negative statement it will be hamu. Nyinyi hamketi hapa. As simple as that. You are not sitting here. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lending me your ears. This was my lesson. Thanks for everything. You get a hint.